Assalamu alaikum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. So brothers, I'm not prepared for this presentation, but I'll do my best inshallah. Brother Mahmoud is the director of Young Muslims Junior. Before I start, how many of you know about Young Muslims? Other than YM brothers, obviously. So most of you do. But so Young Muslims is a youth division of ICNA, and it caters to the age groups of 14 and 25. And actually, Brother Taha from YM is also going to give the presentation on that, so I'm going to jump into the YM Junior part. YM Junior is obviously younger than the YM age group. So YM Junior, we saw a gap of the age of 9 to 14. Services for them, activities for them were not being catered to. And ICNA, being a family organization, attempts to cater to every age group that's out there. And so before YM Junior, there's actually another group also called Muslim Children of North America, which deals with children under 8. And ICNA Sisters runs that project in Chicago. And so, but Young Muslim Junior, beginning of this year, we realized that this gap exists. And so in our planning meeting, we decided that Brother Mahmoud Khan will be the director for that in Chicago, and he will run this effort, inshallah. So this is the team, Brother Mahmoud, myself, Brother Junaid, Brother Khalid, Brother Adnan. These are all YM Young Muslim alumni. And we've been out of YM for so long that we have children who are of this age group as well. And so they get to participate in this project. Now, our vision is quite simple: empower young youth to be socially conscious leaders. We see that gap in terms of when a lot of them, when they go to public school, the Islamophobia that exists and the hate that they face, the Islamophobia that they face. We need to create more forums for them to feel empowered, to feel socially strong, to develop good peer groups that will last with them for the rest of their life. And our hope is that we are like a feeder league into young Muslims, that we connect them back forward into young Muslims. And there's a lot more in terms of Muslim demographics. This age group is quite larger currently, and so we need to do more efforts to cater to them, inshallah. Moving along, one of the things we've done is that we have multiple projects going on with them, but the key is that it's geared around athletics. Most of this age group wants to be more physically active. So currently we are at Islamic Foundation Gym, and we have a 2-hour session on Saturdays from 2 to 4. Closer? Okay. So we have a session on Saturdays from 2 to 4. And we have about 30 minutes of athletics, and then one of the brothers will prepare a talk for about 30 minutes or so, and then an hour of athletics. And then as the next year comes along, we'll do some more planning, try to plan out camps and other activities for them as well. But currently, this is the basis of this program. And we have a curriculum that we're trying to follow as well. But also we're trying to keep it very open and inviting, so other youth of this age group will bring their friends along, and so we cater to them as well as they come in, and cover a lot of the basics as well as question answers that they have and challenges they're dealing with in school. One of the key things, the most recent things that we've gotten into talking about a lot is when they're in public school. As a Muslim, you are made fun of, or jokes come your way, and how do you go about addressing them? And when you're together, you find the brotherhood in attempting to address these type of questions and how others dealt with it, as well as how as adults we can guide them too as well. And if you need to step in and talk to a parent or go to the school and talk to them about it, then we have those options available. But we need to provide them an outlet to be able to start talking at that level. This has not been set up yet, but our goal is that this year we'll have a YM Junior NeighborNet, inshallah. And so, NeighborNet entails leadership, learning leadership skills, and being able to run the program when you're together. So we want youth to be empowered, and so we want them to be running their programs as well. And as adults, we'll facilitate that for them. Initially when we started out, we had all these youth over there. So we have about 30 youth. And so the space is limited, so we're trying to work with what we have. And so we're not publicly advertising yet. We're still working out the program and working on the details. And as we get different age groups, how do we cater to them in different areas? So currently it's only open to ICNA members and obviously all of you. And so if you have boys between the ages of 9 and 14, they're welcome to come here. And inshallah, Brother Mahmoud's contact is here, as well as the team contact, ymjunior@icnachicago.org. Please reach out to us, and we will cater to that, inshallah. Jazakum khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Salman. So, inshallah, the next presenter is our future, the YM, inshallah. Brother Tababi, inshallah, he is going to present YM activities.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We begin in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask Him to send peace and blessings upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'd like to thank ICNA Chicago for letting YM come up and speak and talk about YM at the family night. My name is Taha Tayebi. I've been a part of YM. I've been a part of YM since 2010. I go to IFN NeighborNet, and I don't want to get too long into that stuff. But I'm here to talk about YM. What is YM? It stands for Young Muslims. We're a national organization. We are taking place in Chicago, New Jersey, New York, Texas, Florida, California, they're all sub-regions. And our goal is, the motto, it says, facilitating the youth and becoming the future. My goal today, inshallah, is to not just tell you about YM. I want to tell you what the difference between YM is and most other youth groups. Now, our motto is facilitating the youth and becoming the future. That's like a little deep type of saying, but what it means to me is that we try developing the youth so that they have a relationship with their local communities, that the youth need the masjid or their communities to grow as Muslims, and the masjid and the communities need the youth to grow as a masjid or a community. That's what it means to me. And we have something called NeighborNets. NeighborNets is like where we meet, is like the YM is like the organization. NeighborNets is like where we meet up. Friday nights, Saturday nights at different masjids. We have activities like basketball, football, kabaddi, we have mafia, we have card games, and then we do food. We eat at our local restaurants nearby. We go, and then we have a halaqah that is usually given by a little bit older youth, leaders of the NeighborNet, and it's usually compiled by asking around, like the local imam. I'd ask the local imam, what can I talk about? What's a relevant topic that you feel that I should be talking about? I go to the Quran, the translation, the hadith, to compile information to give a reminder to the youth of their benefit. Topics like how to handle the fitna of drugs or girls, or talking to the opposite gender. All these type of talks are things that are talked about in these halaqas. The NeighborNets that we have right now, one of them is Niles. It's taking place at MEC every Saturday at 6 p.m. Next we have is North Side. It's in the Chicago area at ICNA Center in Chicago. Next we have West Side. That's at IFS in Villa Park. Saturday is also at 6 p.m. Next we have IFN, the best NeighborNet. Where I'm from, Friday is at 5 p.m. We have the longer NeighborNet because we're the better ones. Bolingbrook, which is the second best. I'm not just saying that because we're here right now. Masjid al-Jummah over here. Usually this is where they play basketball. And then we also have an expansion unit going on at Plainfield Masjid. I don't know if that's the actual name of the masjid. If you guys are interested in contacting any of these masajid, these NeighborNets, please let me know after. I have a list of contacts for you guys, inshallah. Another thing that we do as YM Chicago is we have joint NeighborNets. where we meet up as a whole sub-region, as a whole Chicago. So IFS, MEC are like local areas, like in middle grounds, where all the masjids in Chicago would come meet there. We'd play basketball, we'd have a halakha, we'd have a talk. We have activities and we do things as a sub-region. So me and this random guy from IFS that I maybe know a few times would work together in making sure this happens. The benefit of this is that we get to, it increases brotherhood. We work with people we don't really know very well on a very personal level to build brotherhood and make an amazing event happen. One of the most recent events we did was a barbecue that Masjid al-Jama'ah helped us run, a barbecue and a swimming event. That went very, very well, alhamdulillah, very successful, alhamdulillah. Events that we've done in the past are barbecues, we've done ice skating, we've done joint qiyams in Ramadan, we've done basketball tournaments and many other things. A couple events that we're planning to do in the near future is an ice skating event in the winter and some seminars for the leaders of YM. Next we have one of Chicago YM's biggest events is the Midwest Retreat. The best thing about the Midwest Retreat is that it's not like I'm going there and then an uncle is coming there and kind of supervising me and stuff. It's like me, a couple other guys my age, we're working together, we're making this event happen. There's speakers there, but they're not in charge of us. They're there to give talks, some lectures. They're there to provide guidance for us as leaders, to kind of be there for us. But the people waking everyone else up for Fajr are the youth. The people that are making all the food is the youth. The people that are leading Salah are the youth. The people that are making dua at the end of Salah are the youth. The people there reminding one another to do this and this and this are the youth. It's something that we do that increases brotherhood. And the amazing thing about it is that we're doing it together. It's not someone telling us to do something. It's us reminding one another to do such acts. This happens every summer. And then the leadership in YM. Every year, YM National has something called National Neighbornet Coordinator Conference, NNCC, where all the leaders of each neighbornet from throughout the country meet in one location, and they work to putting the idea of YM into a lot of the youth's brain and kind of getting them to understand what YM is about, to purify their intentions, to clear their mind and really understand what the magnitude of the work that we're doing. Other things that happen with the leadership is we'll have winter tarbiyah retreats and seminars. In a few weeks, some of you guys, some of the ICNA reps over here probably know of there's a YM alumni lunch going on soon, inshallah. If you don't know about it, I don't know what to say. Huh? Maz, you got the handle. We're doing an alumni lunch soon in the next few weeks, inshallah, where the alumni of YM and the current leaders of YM are working together, and we're kind of helping bridge what did they do at their time and what are we doing now to kind of improve YM Chicago as a whole. So we're not a stagnant organization, where we're always improving and always looking at the mistakes people made in the past and the mistakes we're making now to really understand how to improve YM Chicago. The next, we have new neighbornets or expansion. We have a team for expansion in YM Chicago. We're looking to find communities or masajid throughout the Chicago area, maybe even central Illinois, southern Illinois, where we can expand and open up more neighbornets. We said we had 5 neighbornets right now, and then an expansion one makes about 6. But Illinois is very big. Chicago is very big. There's a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room for development, where we can all make an effort to really spread YM so the impact isn't just within the Chicagoland area, where it spreads down south to Peoria or Springfield or something, where that's the efforts that we're trying to make. If any of you are interested in starting a neighbornet in your local communities that isn't there, please come up to me after and we can talk about it, inshallah. We have YMS up here, Young Muslim Sisters, which is our sister chapter of YM. Currently, right now, there's no sisters chapter of YM in Chicago. And me personally, I'm working with the expansion team of YMS to try bringing YMS into Chicago because they work hand in hand. A lot of subregions like New Jersey, Houston, Florida, they have YMS there. Chicago doesn't have one, and we're trying to make the efforts of bringing YMS to Chicago. If any of the sisters and if any of you know of communities or people willing to start up a YMS in their local masajid, their communities, please let me know because this is a real important thing that YM Chicago needs. And next we have is support. Recently, YM Chicago and ICNA have done a good job of reconnecting their ties. We're obviously here talking about YM at an ICNA event, so in the future, inshallah, we're planning to do more combined and collaborative events to benefit both ICNA members and YM members and to help bridge the gap in between. So let's say after I turn 25 and I leave YM, I have an open opportunity for me to be able to join ICNA at any level. And another thing is I know that we have neighbor nets every Friday, Saturday, and the time we come home after neighbor net kind of bothers some of the parents. We come home 11, maybe sometimes midnight. And for some reason, when the parents complain, still those kids come back the week after. So I'd like to thank you, the parents, for the support of, even though we aren't a perfect organization, you guys continuously support us. This slide kind of goes hand in hand with the next slide. It's a thank you. Thank you for ICNA for letting us able to speak today and continuously supporting us through any financial needs that we need, any leadership needs that we need, anytime we need advice, anytime we need an event to happen, where they're always willing to put the ICNA logo on it to bring more people in. To grow as an organization, we need the support continuously, whether it be finances, whether it be marketing, whether it be just support vocally. To just say that a Muslim leader in the area saying that, oh, we support YM and the efforts that they're doing, even just that brings a lot of support and a lot of help for YM because it helps us grow and puts a good name to it. A lot of us kids end up doing some crazy things at YM and end up breaking a wall at the masjid or leaving food in the kitchen and something like that, and always ruin the name of YM. But continuously, the support is always there. And Jazakallah khair for all your help. May Allah reward us all for our efforts, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.